We had films where there was a hero and there was a villain. And according to the audience, the hero was the good and the villain was the bad. But over the last few years, probably, we are seeing the contrast of not just the good, but also the bad. We see a villain and probably there is one part of the villain that we also empathize with. As a person, I could be very good, but I could still have the feeling of jealousy at a point in time. I could still somewhere feel ki I hate this person to an extent, I would kill him or her, you know. Do you think this is a positive change in itself in terms of content that we're seeing all these shades come out?
Yeah,
Do you think it makes it more real?
I think so. It also shows that the writers are exerting themselves a little more.
Yeah.
And also what's happened is that the comedian who used to be an integral part of every commercial film has kind of vanished. Now the hero wants to be hero and villain and comedian all combined. And it's greed and nothing else that is causing this. But I think the best villains are those who you, as they call it, love to hate.
Yeah.
Wow, so well said.
Yeah. Gabbar Singh is an example of that.
Yeah.
Who the audience loves to hate. In fact, I went to see Sholay in its first week in Ambar Oscar Minor in Andheri. The hall was half empty. I got a ticket in the current booking, which nobody believes today when I tell them this. And they were jeering Amjad Khan.
Okay.
And within 10 days, the whole story had changed. Because they suddenly realized, hey, we're rooting for the wrong guys. This chap is he's the one we want, Gabbar. You cannot have a great hero without a great villain. So luckily, that kind of, clash of whatever it is, two forces has irresistible object versus the immovable force has not happened. There are more dimensions.
Yeah.
And definitely that's a good thing. It shows a growing understanding of human beings rather than just painting them in simple blacks and whites.
True.
And here there are plenty of greys in this one.
Yeah. Even while watching the trailer, we could feel that every person has so much. Like there are so many layers to every character. Just snapshots hame dikhe trailer mein. And to be living as that person would have been so difficult. It was a thought that just came to...
But it's also human, like you so rightly said. I mean, if you didn't feel many things, it's another matter that some people are able to control those feelings or not or whatever, and they don't go around taking out knives and whatever, chopping up people. But I feel like it's so human to feel these things, to acknowledge them and whatever. And I think it's nice when we see people like that even on screen because you relate to them.
Absolutely.
And they can be good even though they might have one horrible thought. And the horrible people can also have a very tender side even though they're going around doing really nasty things.